Hi everyone, welcome to your Link course. I'm so glad to see you this week. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to do your Moodle work this week. All right, so each week you will have a Moodle book to complete. You'll see the little picture, that's a picture of a book. And in the book, there are pages. And your job will be to go through each page of the book this week and complete the activities. So I'm going to left click on my book to make it open up. So the first thing you're going to notice at the top of your page is there is like a speaker. You can click on that and listen to me talk. I will be reading what is written on the page. And so you can read and then listen. You can listen and read, or you can listen and then read. Whatever helps you learn the best. All right. So this week, you're going to have one webinar because it's a holiday on next week. And so we're just having one webinar this week. To get to the webinar, we can click on the hyperlink Friday, September 4th, and that will take us to our webinar. All right, now the webinar is not ready yet, but when you come here, it will open up and you type your name. You will see under the second page of our book, it says webinars. And if we go there to this page, there is a video we can watch about how to join a webinar. Because some of you are new to Link, you can watch the webinar, how to join a webinar. You can watch the video, how to join a webinar, and it will help you. For your webinar, you will need a computer or laptop, a headset like mine with a microphone if you have it, and a camera so that we can see you. Okay. Come a few minutes before the webinar. So start to come at about 11:45 if you can. And that way you can say hello, you can test your mic, we can see if everything is working. All right. Now some of you will be working on Friday. You can't come to the webinar. That's okay. We understand. You have to, most weeks, you have to come to one webinar. But if you can't come because some webinars have been canceled, then you can watch a recording. And the recording is going to be right here. So after Friday, if you go right here, you'll see the word recording, and that will be a hyperlink. And you can just click on the hyperlink and open it, and you can watch a copy or a video of the webinar. All right. Now, during the webinar, I show some slides and some information. And I make those available, and you can watch the slides as well. So I always put a copy of the slides at the bottom of the page. So it says slide presentations, and I say, and I'll share the slides for the webinar. All right. So that's our webinar. There's two ways to get there. One is on this link. The second is the link in the webinar page. All right, there is some important information about attendance. I want you to read that very carefully because it's important that you understand what happens if you miss a class or you don't do your homework. All right, this is Link is a free program, but you have to attend class. And when you're online, that includes completing your assigned work. There's also some information here about my hours when you can talk to me and when I'm available. So I work Tuesdays through Saturdays. I'm always available 30 minutes before the webinar. So if you have questions, you can always come and talk to me then. You can reach me by text or email. One important point, I don't work on Sunday and Mondays, and the IAs don't work on Sunday and Mondays. So it's really important that you ask us your questions before Sunday. All right. And then each week, I will tell you what your asynchronous or your coursework is. All right, your coursework must be completed Sunday by 11:59 Alberta time. You'll see here, there's a list of the work you have to do, and you will see there's a time, about how much time it will take. For some of you, it will be a short amount of time. For some of you, it might take longer. At the end of the week, you will tell me about how much time you took. If it's taking a really long time to do all of the work, that's important for me to know. Or if you're doing it very quickly, I might say, I need to give that student some more work to challenge them, okay? The object of this is not to rush through it as fast as we can, but to learn the material. So there's no prize for being quick. Also, most of the activities we do are practice activity to build your skills. So don't worry if sometimes something is hard or you don't get all of the questions right, because you're learning the material. After we've practiced it for a while, you'll get better. And I will always tell you when something is a test or when I'm going to be using it for your mark. But many things we do in this class are to practice and to build our skills. All right. So to go to the activities for the week, we can click on the link here. All right. Or we can click on the table of contents. Okay. Either way to do that. All right. So we're going to do a webinar this week. We're going to do some vocabulary. Okay. Every week you're going to have vocabulary. Here is a video you can watch that will give you some advice on how to study your vocabulary. You will find a link so that you can click on this and there'll be a page and all of your vocabulary will be here. All right. There'll be a link here to listen to your vocabulary. And finally, there's a Quizlet game to help you study your vocabulary. And every week you will have new vocabulary. The more you practice your vocabulary, the more it's going to help you when you're reading, when you're writing, when you're listening, and when you're speaking. So practice your vocabulary. Now you can go to the next activity by clicking on the arrow at the bottom of the page. That's another way to get to the next activity. All right, so the next activity you're going to do is learn about LingQ. You're going to left click, so you're going to watch a slide presentation, and while you watch the slide presentation, you're going to take some notes and listen carefully. So to access the slide presentation, we left click. We will click on Enter. Okay, then we can complete the video, watch the video. Okay, and then we could begin the quiz. And at the top of the page here, there'll be a video explaining what to do. All right, the next activity is consent forms. You'll watch a video that will explain the activity. You're going to read about My Mail and using your Norquest email account, your Norquest email address. So you're going to read this information and listen to it. You're going to watch a video about checking your Norquest email. Okay. Now, when you watch the video, you can go to settings. So go to settings on the video if you want, and you can turn on the subtitles. So subtitles, and right now it says off, but if I go subtitles, English, there we go. Now I can read the video and I can watch the video. And if I want to make the video big, I just go zoom like that. And if I want to make it small, I go to the bottom right-hand corner and I exit full screen. Okay, after you've finished watching the video checking My Mail, you're going to go to the Norquest website, and you're going using Chrome, and you're going to log in to My Norquest email, and you're going to send your instructor, me, an email, and my email address is here. Now, if you are in CLB3, you can copy this message adding some personal information. So you would type, my name is Allie, and I am excited or happy or scared to join. So you're going to put an adjective there. Best wishes, Ali Hussein. Now, if you are a CLB4 or a CLB5 student, you're going to write a longer message. You're going to write to me an informal message that has 3 to 7 sentences about yourself, about your holiday, about your hopes for the future, some questions you may have. I'm going to leave that open. And you're going to use an informal closing and include your first and last name. All right. Now, once I receive your email, I will respond or reply within 48 hours. Okay. When we're finished that activity, we're going to go how to use a Google form or quiz. So in this activity, you're going to watch a video about how to complete a Google form. And then when you are finished, you're going to complete the Google form called Needs Assessment Questionnaire, where you answer some questions about yourself. There are no right or wrong answers. Every student is different. So you're going to enter your Norquest email. You're going to include your first and last name, and you're going to answer the questions in the form. And when you get to the bottom, you're going to click Submit. Most important step. All right, now, when you're done that, you can go to your Norquest email. If you see a copy of your needs assessment, then you know you have completed the task completely 100% correctly. Well done. If you don't receive a copy of the questionnaire in your email, It's probably because you entered your Norquest email account, your email address incorrectly. So it's very, very important that you carefully enter your Norquest email address correctly in this spot right here. Okay? All right. So the next activity you're going to do is you're going just to learn a little bit about some of the technical support that we have, people who can help you at the college. All right, and you can look through these links. One important piece of information is Computer Commons here. So if you need to change your password, if something's not opening on your computer, Moodle's not working, Computer Commons can often help you with those questions. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to read about my job as a teacher, the IA's job, and your job as a student. So our jobs are the roles that we fill. So you're just going to read through the different jobs. If you have any questions about my role or your role, you can send me an email or ask a question. And finally, we're near the end. All right, finally, we're at our weekly check-in. So at the last page of our book will always be a review of the main points, the main things we did this week. And here there's some questions you can answer. So you'll just click on the link. All right, now I've already done this activity, but it says, what new word or words did you learn this week? And there'll be a little place for you to type it. So if you learned the word asynchronous this week, you could type that word in. All right. And finally, there is a checklist with some questions. And again, you need to have your email address here and your first and last name. And then you can go through and answer the questions about how much time you spent on each activity. And when you've done that, you go to the bottom, you click submit. You can check your email. Did you get a copy of it? Yes? Good job. It's been submitted. All right. So a lot of directions this week. If you are new, you might be going, oh, there's so much. Don't worry. After a few weeks, you will get the hang of it, and it will become much easier. All right, remember that you can ask us questions. And where do you get that information? Information about your class is on the main page. So let's go back. So at the start page here, you'll see my name, Wanda Chell at norquest.ca, my contact number where I can be text if you need to text or WhatsApp me. All right, and you can contact me or the Link IAs. And the information for the Link IAs will be in this box here. And that will be available for you as well. All right, I hope you have a wonderful first week. And remember, have fun. Bye-bye.